Oh. Alright guys, we're going to do a review on the homie Camba's R32 Gtst RB20 car. This thing's rad. It's his drift car. It's not his daily. I'm not sure if he uses it for anything other than drifting, dude.
It probably gets about half as much driving as my daily does, but that's because I work from home. I used to just drive it like to the office every now and then, and on the weekends. Now it's driven half as much as my daily.
Sweet. Well, first thoughts, just getting in. It's not as roomy as my car. My car definitely feels bigger in the inside. It feels a little cramped, but I'm also a small guy, so it's not like bothering me at all.
90s car stuff.
And then the gauge cluster, we got a boost gauge. You know we don't have any boost in the G35, so that's rad. Definitely excited for that. So I guess without ado, we're gonna go ahead and get on the road and do a review on it and see what we think about it. Turn signal being on the right side, that and the key, the ignition is on the right side, that throws me off. Alright, and one more thing, the car being a older 90s turbo car, when you come into a stop after especially giving it some throttle, you got to make sure to give it a little blip just so you know the car doesn't die, but that's just I'm used to that. You know, I've had a 240 before in my life.
You had an RB20 240, right?
I had an RB20 240, and my younger brother had a SR20 240, which was my favorite car I've ever driven in my life. So that's why I wanted an SR.
I did not know that. That's sick. If you have any old clips of it, you should throw those up.
For sure. Right, go ahead and get the highway portion out the way. It's definitely nice having the shifter to the left of me. Just scraped a little bit.
Yep.
That was more likely me. Being on the other side is still super weird using my... I would say it's weird to use my left hand to put it in gear, but that's the only hand I have, so that's not true. I guess I'm used to reaching across for me.
Gonna be this exit.
The next one?
Yeah.
I couldn't find fifth gear.
Yeah, it's I think I need mounts.
First thought so far, car feels good. Steering is actually really tight, so I actually like that. I hate new cars because they feel like there's no feedback in them. Like they just feel like loose. They feel like trucks. Like my girlfriend's Mazda, it's just hard to drive. But would you just listen to this thing? This thing is gorgeous. Such a blast to drive. So I make a left up at the next light, right?
Next light, correct.
And another important thing for me is the car has to have a good alignment, and it tends to drive straight. So that's another plus.
How's my alignment feel?
Feels good.
Good.
That's what I mean. It doesn't feel like it's not wanting to drive straight, which is good.
It was a toe plate alignment.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta remember that I'm on the right side and I need to get over a little bit. I feel like I am way too over to the left. So that is definitely a big thing that I hear that everybody kind of deals with, going from a left-hand drive car to trying to drive a right-hand drive car, is the fact that you're over too much to the left. So
does it throw you off a little bit, or do you feel like you are in the center, or do you feel like you're to the left?
Struggling with third and fifth for whatever reason.
And then over one, you're gonna get over to the left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Am I making a left here?
At the light that just turned red.
Sorry guys, I am not from this neighborhood. I really do not know where I'm going.
That's also my bad. I'm just a bad navigator. I'm focusing on getting good media for you guys.
We appreciate them. For sure.
How's that seat feel?
The seat feels really good without the pillow. The bowstring is a lot more aggressive than my car, so I definitely feel like it's holding me in place a little bit better for sure.
Good.
That's probably because it's a Recaro and mine's a Corbu. But no, it's comfortable. I feel like there may be an extra pad down here or something.
Yeah.
Or the rear pad's thicker than the front pad or something.
I tried switching them around to give me more height.
Okay. I was like, it feels weird that way, but besides that, no, it feels good. Brakes feel good, but you said they are Brembos, right?
They are Brembos, and I don't know what they are. I think they are 34 GTR is what I was told, but okay. I think in my mind those would be massive, like 350 millimeters or something ridiculous.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're big. I'm not sure what Brembos are on the G35 either. I'm not sure if they would be the same as those R34 ones, or if they're
same year, yeah. So possibly.
You would think, yeah. I don't know if are they gold? Like bronze, orange?
Oh no, color? mine are. It's like the paint's been stripped off.
Oh, okay,
they look like poo. Got that old Kenwood.
Does it work?
The CD player works, but then the radio portion.
Still got tunes, guys, but no AC, right?
It's no AC, but that's my bad because the belt wrapped around itself, and then I never replaced it, so the pulley went bad.
We got some bumps.
You're good. You can skate over it.
Oh god.
Like, it feels uncomfortable. It didn't rub.
I gotta get that 2.3, man. I'm struggling. I still think it's because I'm on this side. This thing picks up really good. Like, for a turbo car, like, okay, granted I was at 3.5. I'll definitely have to see how it feels down low and fourth. Yeah, a second.
If you want to do a pull, I'll do you a gauge shot. That pop though.
That was solid. That was limiter, right? Right at it, or right before?
Yeah, I think so.
What's it redline at?
I think it's redline 8 or 7, 8, somewhere around there.
Something
high 7s.
Absurd. It sounds so good, man.
Thank you. It's a no-name turbo outlet with ISR test pipe with no-name straight pipe. So I don't know what's done to it and all. Watch yourself here. It feels narrow here.
Oh god.
But it didn't rub.
Surprisingly, no. We just drove past this in my car and it was horrible.
You can turn left here. I'm sorry about that. Bad navigator, my bad, dude.
It's okay. This thing's a joy to drive, dude. Appreciate you letting me drive it.
Yeah, no problem.
Gorgeous sounds. On the wrong side of the road in America. This is awesome, guys.
Did you want to try to do a drive-through test for yourself, or you good?
No.
For the people that think that right-hand drive cars need to back in, or it's really not that hard to just reach across the car, honestly. Unless you have.
The car's pretty short. It's not that far to the.
Yeah, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. Unless you're trying to really be careful of your wheels, but that's why I get cheap wheels. Mustang wheels.
Hey, workhorses, man. Workhorses.
Hell yeah. You can make a right here.
Yeah, but for those of you who may or may not know, this car is actually, like I said, it's a drift car. So this thing is set up completely for drifting, but on the road, it is actually not that uncomfortable. It doesn't feel super stiff like most drift cars. It also doesn't feel as soft as my car does, but I could daily it for sure. This thing's cool.
You gonna get one?
With the current market, no, I am not.
If you had the opportunity to drive one 5 years ago.
To buy one 5 years ago?
Yeah, if you had the opportunity to drive one, test it out, and actually possibly buy one, would you?
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Good.
The market's just too crazy right now. It's just, like, I love the cars. I will always love them, but the amount of money they're going for, they're just honestly not worth it to me. And I'm sorry, don't crucify me, guys. I love it. Like I said, I'm driving it now and I'm in love with it, but I can't justify spending as much money as these things are going for on it. When I can get a newer car that is just much more comfortable, probably has the same power, if not more. I don't know, man. I'm kind of a sucker for comfortabilities now. That's what happens when you turn 30 plus, so I guess.
I mean, I completely feel that.
Doing a little twisty little preview right here. This thing's that stick scares me. It handles extremely well.
Stop sign. That's all right.
Too early the first time.
That's all right.
All right, we're good. Here we go. Hey, I got dirt. I am way too over. Do I go left or go straight?
You're gonna follow this road until there's a stop sign, and you're gonna turn right. A bucket. You're right.
So I'm gonna turn right when?
Keep going until there's a four-way stop.
And go right?
Yeah, there's gonna be a pool, like a big ass pool on the left.
Okay.
How's it feeling the turns for you?
It feels really good, man. I'm still a little uncomfortable on some of the turns just because I still find myself going too far to the left, and on back roads like this, corners are blind, you really don't want to be anywhere near the double yellow, so I'm trying to clean that up a little bit. But there's nothing like ripping this thing in the back roads, the sounds, everything, it's just awesome.
Turn right here, yeah.
Don't you dare. There we go. There we go. Still a struggle. I'm rusty from driving turbo cars, man. Shifting is so much easier for me, though. I just had to figure out where third gear was. I was struggling with the gearbox earlier. I think I got it now.
You got pretty quick. You got pretty used to it a lot faster than I did your car, I think. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, I put it right back in second.
I've done it before. I've done it before at full throttle. That was scary.
Ooh, that would scare the crap out of me.
I caught it right away. This is a pretty hard turn.
So let's see how the suspension feels around this. Smells solid.
turns where you have to angle yourself a certain way, but I can also look for you. You're good, you're good.
Those are good shifts. I don't know what that is.
You got the train tracks coming up soon. Slow it down a little bit. You don't have to go. I think this is good. You can skate over it like this. That's not necessary.
Habits, man, they die hard.
How's that uphill acceleration feel?
Phenomenal.
Is it violent or does it hit smooth?
It feels like it hits a lot smoother than you would think. You know, being a turbo car, especially one that revs to 8,000 or what have you, you would think that down low it just would feel like it has really nothing.
Straight.
But it feels pretty good down low.
Good.
Like this is what, 2.5? All right, granted I'm floored right now, so I mean, it does take a while. Okay, it doesn't like to be out of boost, so I will give it that. But as long as you're 3.5 and above, the thing lights up. It's crazy. And this has LSD, right? It's not welded, right?
Yeah, it's a mirrorless drift car. No welded, no angle, no hydro, but not everyone can use a hydro, so whatever.
This is accurate. This is accurate. But no, I'll definitely have to. Well, no, I won't have to insert some clips because I think if he'll let me, I think I'm gonna rip this tomorrow at Drift Day and get a couple laps.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
So we'll definitely, like I said, after this street review, we'll get into a little bit of how it feels to actually drift this monster, because I'm sure that's totally different, and definitely different from what I'm used to driving. So I'm definitely curious to see how that goes.
I'm excited for you to drive it, man. I want to know what you think.
I want to know if I can drift it. That's what I want to know.
You'll be able to adapt quickly. I know you.
Oh my God.
That one was loud.
I didn't even do anything, guys. I didn't load it up. I didn't do anything. I was partial throttle, but I wasn't like loading it up.
I forgot which way we came from. You can go straight or right.
Okay.
You get the outer road if you go straight. You'll hit Telegraph if you turn right.
Probably should turn right. It's okay. Outer road. Outer road is the road that we started at in my car.
I don't remember where we went. There's a turn coming up. A pretty hard turn.
Or really hard turn.
Really hard.
I'm still over 2 parts of the lap. That's one thing that is really getting on my nerves. I can't force myself to drive correctly. I am way over there.
When you're driving it on track and there's a wall next to you, it feels like the wall is right next to you.
Well, that's fucking scary. I wonder what the layout's gonna be tomorrow.
I've got a bunch of cones in the trunk that I need to return.
You gotta bring up there.
Yeah, it's not like I ran over them. I got them from a friend. But
I got him from a friend.
yeah, I did. I'm serious.
MoDOT. Got it. I'll just wait.
Whatever Mexico's Department of
Do I go
Defense.
right or go left?
Oh, go right. I am so sorry.
Accidentally loosen your shifter.
What? It happens. like about it?
I don't know, just shifted from second to third because I just don't get that same feeling in my car because I'm doing this. I don't know, it's weird.
Oh, okay.
It feels really good though.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's just right there. It's so nice. It is making me want to right-hand drive car a little more again. Just because of the shifting. Because that little third gear pull to the down, upshift the fourth felt really nice. But if I got one, I would have to relocate the turn signals. Like that's absurd.
You can't win them all, Drew.
It's accurate. All right, and to kind of wrap up, kind of just the daily driving portion of the of this review. The car drove incredibly smooth. Granted, this car is it's a 89 or 90? 91. Okay, so literally just as old as I am, and I'm pretty broken. So hats off to this car because it's fucking feeling pretty phenomenal to be as old as it is. But yeah, it pulls incredibly well. It's a peppy car. The suspension, steering, all felt really good and tight around corners. Brakes felt good, no issues there. The only real complaint for me is that it's probably just from my lack of just familiarity with the car is just finding gears. I was really struggling with third gear and fourth gear and just getting it into the right slots. So yeah, but that's mostly on me. Besides that, the car was great, man. I loved it. Before we end it, I'm just gonna have Camo just kind of give us the rundown on what's all done to the car in terms of like just turbo setup, angle, little stuff like that, and just get his thoughts real quick, if you don't mind.
So the turbo is actually it's a 2860 Garrett turbo with a I think it's a 2530 rear, so it's actually a bolt-on for an RB20 car. It has GTR injectors. I got a different ECU with it, but I have no clue what it is. All I know is it works and it's been reliable.
Do you know how many pounds of boost you're on?
0.8 bar.
All right, so about a little more than half a bar of boost, and
I think it actually turns out to be 12 or 13 pounds.
Oh wow!
I had to convert it at one point, and that's where it's at.
Okay, definitely enough to party, right?
For sure. And then what's always helped? I had this on my RB20 turbo and my RB25 turbo. It's big front mount, huge front mount. It's I would say it's pretty much needed for a RB20 car with a big turbo.
Yeah, man. Once again, man, thanks for letting me give the thing a rip. This thing was amazing to drive. I'm really stoked to definitely rip it on the track and just see what I think of it there, because this will be the first turbo car that I've drifted in forever. Definitely, whenever I did drive a turbo car before, I didn't have any skill basically. So this will be definitely just something to see. So I'm excited to review that portion of it tomorrow. So catch you guys in the morning. So it's the next day, and we're in Campbell's car now. We're gonna go ahead and take it out on the track and get some laps in and see what we think. Second gear, right?
What?
Second gear, right?
Yep.
Yeah, look both ways.
turbo car things.
It's only fair. He did it to you, so.
Turbo cars are a lot harder to get used to.
2-liter things too.
All right, guys, that was my first lap out. Totally different from my car. The whole turbo thing and the car is pretty much stock angle for the most part.
It's got the small $10 GK Tech spacer in it, in the inner tie rod. So it's technically no angle, and then it's got like 3 degrees of camber compared to his 6.
Yeah, so with that being said, it obviously feels quite different from my car. Also being right-hand drive, you know, so it may be a little bit easier for him to get used to left-hand drive because his daily's left-hand drive. But for me, this is my 3rd time, I think, driving this car, and my 1st time really trying to drift it. So it's definitely a lot of learning and just not wanting to screw his car up, so yeah. Better lap than the first one.
Yeah. How'd it feel? It feels like you got
figured out the transitions. Well, I figured out that I don't have to be full throttle all the time like I thought I did. Like, you could still be, you know, a quarter to half, and it has that modulation ability. It's not like my car where I have the full range, but I think I'm figuring it out.
I think you did too. Oh, I don't know where I saw it.
A little redemption though, guys. That lap was a lot better. I think I'm starting to figure out the transition and how the car likes it. So here's hoping this next lap is just killer.
What's up?
think I'm about to catch it, and I didn't. And I was like, dang.
It's still sick.
And then I got off of it. I was like, let's not blow his tires off.
I mean, they're Kendas. They probably
won't.
Probably last until next snowstorm.
All right, so to wrap it up, that was my third lap. Obviously, it wasn't that great, but I got a lot to learn, especially driving a turbo car and a right-hand drive car. I definitely need to practice that, I guess. But yeah, thanks again for letting me rip it, dude. Thing's a blast. Sounds looking amazing. Just wish I did better, but that second lap was pretty good. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one.